What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. We were just about to head into the Forgotten Mass Grave. We're in good shape. I'm trying to remember what's in here. Just a bunch of Legionnaires. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like I said, we're in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and jump on in. We've got an ambition to fulfill. We only need to discover 2 more new places. Wow, look at this. Now this is interesting. This choke point here. I know we're kind of getting right into the battles, right into the tactics, but this is very interesting. What I'm trying to decide right now, though, is does this favor them or me? I feel like if I pull them out into the open and I make them spread their front line wide, that favors me just because of the sheer number of polearms that they have. And also if I can catch them kind of on the wrong foot, so to speak, as they advance, I can get to attack them before they're able to stand next to each other and lock their shields. That's what I'm thinking about the most right now. These guys do their best damage when the front line is intact and you can't get to them. So I think we're actually going to wait. I don't really want to step forward into here. I don't know. Although maybe I could see a scenario where we get them hemmed in. This is a tough one, guys. This is actually a really tough one. So, okay, let's say I want to take this position. This is very interesting. I love the new terrain stuff. So, I can basically put them into a little box where they can't really use that many polearm guys unless they come around through here. But I can probably hem them in before they're able to do that. The question is, how big of a front line can I make? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got a pretty huge front line. Kind of the downside in these scenarios to having so many melee-focused bros. I would like to have my AoE in the front, but then I'd also like to have my shield bros in the front. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What I will do, I don't know if there's any way to go around. I could make this concave a little bit bigger. Maybe I do that instead. There's a lot to think about here. Maybe you might think at this point that I'm overthinking things, but I don't think I am. Let's go ahead and preemptively switch to that. I'm going to bring Striker here. And if some of them go around, that's fine. Wait. I think I put him in the wrong spot. Okay. 3, 4, 2, 3. No, this is fine. No, it's not. I don't like this handgun position. I regret that. I regret that position. Okay, focus a little bit here. Someone there. 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 I'd like to still be able to shoot. This might not be the best position for our handgunners. And I would also like to have Ozymandias down here to help out at the bottom. It's all about how they move. They jumped right into the concave. This is pretty nice for us. If we can just kill a few of them before they're able to start putting the shield walls up, we'll be in such good shape. But we've got to focus. Yeah, they're going for Skibo. I knew they would. I could feel it. Okay. See what I can do. I can go for grenades right now. But I think we're better served, perhaps, just by going for the attacks. Let's see, what do I have? A 4-man shot? Okay. This guy's pretty much ready to go if I can just... Oh, no. Not quite. Very close, though. It's another good shot. Alright, we took off of 3 armor. Yeah, we were never going to get too many attacks off this go-round. Alright, we can go for 3 of them. Good hits and overwhelm being applied. Nice little bonus there. This should be a kill. And it is. Which will allow me to step in But that kind of puts Mudun in a 1v1, but he's already sort of freaking out, so I'm happy with that. Alright, let's go for the round swing. Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't do great. And because of that, I'm actually going to footwork out of here and make them chase me. Missing when they don't have their shield wall up feels pretty bad. Go for the biggest AoEs we have. I'm going to step in here. Just a few more holes and this fight will get so much easier. Alright, a little bit of damage being done, but nothing we can't handle yet. I should have rotated with Sir Asgot. Rough miss. As opposed to using Grand Loser's turn to do his rotation. I like that we step back with footwork here. It forced them to come to us. And if we have to, we've got rotation so that we can get Skibo out. Go for the 44s. We almost got him. That would have been a pretty nice pickup. Okay. They're still trying to figure out some of their positioning, but Skibo is in trouble, as we thought he might end up being. You know what? I'm going to start moving Sir Asgot south, where his body might be needed to help us out. That's a 15% chance. That's basically nothing. There we go. Good hits. Handguns, guys. I'm a fan now, after this Let's Play. And if any of y'all were not on board, I hope you are now. I try to think about, like, how to rank them, right, if I had to. I'm going to bring him up here now and switch out. I think we've got Skibo out. We just maybe need to get Mudun out. But yeah, thinking about how to rank them. Because they're competing with Warbows, and honestly, if we're going to go to like top tier, they're competing with like Impalers, which are just amazing single target DPS dealers. But in fights like this, you just see how much damage they do, and at the end, we'll look in the... God damn it. We'll look in the in-battle screen, and we'll see like the actual damage that has been done. Alright, we hit him in the head. I'm going to go down here. We're not going to step in quite yet. Maybe we can step in next turn. Got a little bit of freaking out going on, but that's alright. Mudun needs to run. We should be able to do a lot of damage this turn. And we're going to step in here, that way we can lock this Ancient Legionnaire in place. Go for the 3-man hit. 3 stacks of Overwhelm with no damage. Alright, hit him in the head. Not what I was hoping for. Step in here. A lot of them are getting to lock it up. Let's go for the easy kills. Sadly, there's no morale on these guys. We're not going to break them that way. Well, I went for the worst shot because if we had landed it, we would have killed him. Alright, better surround up here. I mean, we're going to get out of this relatively unscathed if we just fade a couple of bad attacks. That was excellent and lucky. Let's go for the... I mean, could I get double lucky? It could happen. Alright, good man, Mudun. You just get out of there. Go for the double. Double probably gives us our worst chance overall to hit. I'm going to step back here so that he won't be a target. Can I hit? Yes. A little bit of armor damage. Not terrible. But yeah, to kind of finish, or to try to finish my thought, I see the handgun as part of a much broader strategy. This whole playthrough has been a bit, I'm going to say like unfocused. It's been more for fun than for exploring, you know, min-maxing. But one of the things that's kind of opened my eyes to is the potential for like AoE weapon strategies, which is kind of what we have with this squad. We've got grenades, we've got the war scythes, and we have handguns. And I mean, not to mention our two-handers. I could even see a little bit more in the way of playing into that type of strategy had we planned it out a little bit more ahead of time. Skibo, of course, is not going to engage here. Hopefully we'll be able to swing that next turn. Same for this. But when you've only got 12 men to make use of, you got to be really careful with your roster. And certain compositions and numbers just become even scarier because you know you have no other people to swap out with. I don't think there's any way we're getting a hit in. If we land one of those, we're fine. Oh, wow. Buck ate a pretty hard shot. I don't know if we're going to be able to take the next fight we come across. Good number of tools. I'm happy to see that. We're sort of limited on space in our inventory. I'm just going to leave all the shields. I'll pick that up, of course. They're just... Are they worth much? Even this one at full is not worth a ton. And I've got some really cheap ones that I can dump next time. But I'm anticipating taking more fights before we make it to town. So I'm just going to leave that. I could always just take it and then dump it later. But I'm trying not to even bother. I need to discover 2 more places. There's one right off the bat, as I go to say it. I don't know if by the time we get here we'll be in great shape. We have brothers that are quite injured now. Go ahead and adjust our inventory. But I'm going to keep taking this sort of wide berth. I'm going to pass that up. We're headed back to the south, guys. That's where we're trying to get to. Back to our old stomping grounds. The arena. It's such a nice way to make extra cash every single day. And I feel like we haven't really done some of the bigger fights. We haven't done like a full party fight, which I could have sworn was a thing. I don't really want to get that close to them. I don't know what they are or what they're doing. Get up on a little bit of a mountain. Ooh, what's going on? Shouting and yelling drags you from counting inventory. You find a few of the men standing at opposite ends of the campfire, pointing fingers and even a weapon or two. Seems there's a bit of a dust-up over whose women are more beautiful, Southerners or Northerners. Ironically, the Northerners are voting for the Southerners and vice versa. Interesting. That's some psychology right there. A couple of stern commands brings order back to the company, but the tensions remain. Why can't we just all get along? Everybody's got messed up wounds from that. So we'll need even longer to recuperate. That's not cool. Wow, I was hoping there would be something there for us, but I guess not. Let's just go over these mountains. Where are we going to end up? We're still so far north. It's crazy. The map is so big. Try and zoom in here. Come on, let me get there right before nighttime. Just trying to get a big scout. It's okay. The odds of us not finding something in this big section here is pretty low. Us taking these fights is so important. Our daily wages are so high. Oh, wow. Zugtak. The gates to a great underground goblin city. Its maze-like tunnels teeming with vicious greenskins. And that would be the first, yeah. That would be the first champion we've seen. A goblin champion. They have an overseer and a few shamans. That's a tough fight. But with that, we fulfill our ambition. Seizing destiny by the beard, you declared your intention to travel across the land and make your mark as an explorer. Reasoning that uncovering new locations, be they dens of evil or prosperous villages, would lead to new opportunities for wealth, the men enthusiastically followed. In the succeeding days, the company has looked upon many a broad vista, surveying high towers and treacherous canyons. You have dodged enemy scouts and made fireless camps beneath stars like 1,000 candle flames in the void, charting the course of untamed rivers and skirting the hostile edges of uncrossable mountain ranges. The Glorious Three can honestly claim themselves more widely traveled than many other band of their kind. We draw our own maps, and then hopefully we'll get a new ambition soon. Something that's very doable. I don't believe this is the Great Goblin City. I don't think so. Pretty sure that one has a unique model. Although I feel like this model looks new to me. This looks new. Am I wrong? Like, I've zoomed in on their like city models before, but I don't recognize this. I don't think that's enough of them to be the Great Goblin City, although maybe it could be. That would be a lot of legendary locations in one area. That'd be 3 of them in one spot. Just hoping to see something new out here. It's alright. We'll head down to Hikmah. That's a place where we can sell all of our goods. Buy any supplies we need. We've only got 3 more days worth of food. And we're done repairing and healing, so that's nice. Crumbled shelter. We don't know what's in here. Let's just double check our gear and our people. We know they're all healed. We know they're all, but no injuries. That's kind of the big thing that I'm thinking of. No injuries. Alright. Let's go in. We don't know what it is. Guessing Ancient Dead. Wow, another stack of Ancient Dead. These ones look a little easier than the last ones, just due to the fact that they have auxiliaries. I might just completely pass here. We'll see. Let them step in. Maybe if we have an opportunity to get a kill or 2, we'll take it. But auxiliaries are so much easier to blast through than the legionnaires. Nah. The handgunners and our archer might be the only ones that do anything this round. So knowing that, let me just pass. Yeah, let them step in on me next turn. Hoping to get some fame loot, you know. We're taking on these locations, hoping to make some money. Whatever I can get, I guess. Everybody's doing fine. Really not much to shoot at. A lot of the ones in the front don't even have armor. Like, okay, there's his armor gone. Yeah, I'm not even going to shoot. Let's save it for the next round. And smashing the auxiliaries really early can lead to some good confidence boosts. Which also leads... There we go. To better chances to hit. So, it's a great little snowball. Just take the easy kills when you can get them. Two down. Got a couple brothers confident. Very confident. They're starting to lock up a little bit, but we don't have to do much there to get lucky and just get a kill. We hit him in the head, unfortunately. With all the auxiliaries down, just the few legionnaires that they have with shields aren't going to be enough to keep me out of the back line. Skibo will forever be a serious target, just like Oz, the tastiest of baits. Ah, Skibo. I don't know what it is about him that they just hate so much. Alright. This is going to be a little annoying now that they've locked up just a bit. It's a good hit. I'm going to go for a line shot. Our odds of hitting the Ancient Legionnaire in the back I thought were pretty good. Go for that there. So we just got to get him once. Start trying to tear apart the one that is the most injured. Stepping in. We'll stack some Overwhelm. For another 3-shot. Not hitting much. I'm going to step in on these two. Another line shot, but this time we hit both. Awesome. Alright, let's go for this 3-fer. Didn't get it. Perfect. Damn, hit there would have been a kill. Sword gave us increased chance to hit. I'm going to go ahead and chalk that up to the sword. And then we'll go for the 88s here. Cleaver not being the best weapon against the Ancient Dead. Bleed, of course, being irrelevant. But it still has decent DPS overall, and Grand Loser and Skibo are getting cut up. I'm pretty worried about him now. We might be able to rotate him with Buck, which doesn't do Buck any favors, but yeah, let's get... You know, his armor and his HP is not terrible, so I'm not going to take him all the way out of the fight. Just pass. Hold on. I could have... I mean, that's kind of annoying. I could have switched my weaponry out. Grand Loser, of course, still not out of the woods yet. He's still within range. Alright, we take those. It's a little safer. And he's pretty much totally safe now. Only 4 guys left. Feels good, go team. We're just going to back up. Sucks that Richter's in the front here, but he can take a hit or two from these janky weapons. Or not take one at all. That works too. Should 100% have finished the attack there. That was just a misclick. Kind of a mental mistake. Get up here so we can hit both of them. It would have applied 1 extra stack of Overwhelm. It ended up not being relevant, but it very well could have been. Just like that. Go for the double. Alright, we hit 1. Switch it up. Should have rotated an Asgot. Nice. Almost gone. We'll just completely pass with him. Just need to land 1 hit here. See if we end up taking a bunch of extra damage. Hopefully not. He had another turn, which is why I decided to go for him, even though the odds were worse. Actually, they might not have been worse, because we had a 4-man surround. Oz is going to take a little pain for that. Alright, 1 left, and we're good. Alright, guys, let's do this. Let's finish off this 1 Legionnaire with no shield, so we can go home. Down they go. And for our trouble, a level. And gemstones. We take those too. Hell yeah. We take those. We'll take the helmets. I know we've got junk in our inventory. We probably have a lot of it. Probably have some things also that I could give to other dudes to carry. I know these shields are basically worthless. Whereas the swords are somewhat worth. Alright, whatever. We don't need to mess around with that too much. That was a good little fight. And let's take the level on Grand Loser. Oh, and that was his 11th level. Excellent. What do we do for him? Poor rolls on the stats that he needs the most. I hate to see that. I'll take a 4 in his range defense. This is going to be his last big roll, so I kind of feel like I need to make him count. I'm going to take a 4 in hit points, and then I'm going to take a 3 in resolve. And then after that, I would just pump melee skill, melee defense, and fatigue. And that's, you know, that would be it until he's max level. As far as his final 2 perks, we have options. We have options. Footwork, sort of in keeping with some of our build, just trying it out. It's been useful a few times. I don't know if after testing it that much. My main idea with getting footwork, if you're wondering if you were scratching your head early on in our Let's Play why I would do this, I was hoping to fight the Southerners and to make good use of footwork in goblin fights and in fights against the Southerners and their use of grenades. And just trying, I wanted it to be useful, but I don't think it was as useful as I had hoped it would be. But anyway, I'm thinking now. I'm looking at something like Killing Frenzy, just for versatility. And other than that, could go Steel Brow, could go 9 lives. There's a lot of mediocre options because he's sort of a brother that. He's more of a defensive brother, which is kind of making me want to go Indomitable. And maybe we can use it in a fight and see what the actual stats are, because we know it's been nerfed. Alright, what is the next? Let's burn some of their layers to the ground. We could kill the undead. Find 3 legendary pieces. Easier said than done. If I could do that so easily, I would just be doing it. Let us earn a fortune. Buy and sell 25 trade goods. Huh. Well, I just unfortunately did a couple undead fights. It's still probably the easier. It's between these. Let's go for the trade goods. Maybe we make some trips between north and south. We buy incense, spices, that whole deal. I didn't make a lot of money when I went to do it the last time because unfortunately the timing of the war made it so that the places where I could have made good profit, they didn't like us anymore. So the prices were quite bad to sell. It was just bad timing. We've got contracts here galore. Check out the Alchemist. The prices here to buy do not seem great. The prices to sell are good. Very good. Alright. Let's start selling then. Basically have to make back all the money we lost traveling all that distance. I have no doubt we'll do it. I took the time to repair these barbarian weapons because they're quite valuable. Some of the ancient dead weapons are costly as well. But that's it. I mean, we ended up with 12k, which is pretty sweet. And I could squeeze a few more k out of this if I needed to. Over 12k. Very nice. They have an armorer here and a weaponsmith, but unfortunately, they have ambush trade routes, so we're not going to get anything from here. Wow. I'm sure one of these contracts is to fix that. See what type of brothers they have. Peddler, sellswords, multiple sellswords. It's a pretty good background. Check out the market. We definitely need tools. There's no not buying tools here. Even though everything's pretty expensive. We should definitely get some rice. I think we may just want to leave this place. That's my feeling right now. I think we just want to get the heck out of here. Let them deal with their own problems. And let's go back to our baby. Let's go back to Karakan. Maybe take some beast fights along the way. Something like that would be fun. I feel like it's been forever since we fought the men and beasts of the South. Buying and selling, trading goods. The prices there were also... Oop, oop, oop. The prices there... I accidentally clicked off screen onto my second monitor. The prices there were not good for buying trade goods. So, I didn't. The markup was pretty high. So while we're traveling, I guess it's a good time to talk about sort of closing out this series. This particular series, not Battle Brothers in general. But I went into this, not half-cocked, but I went into it with more of a fun attitude. Not really trying to try hard, I guess, too much. I wanted to have fun with the Gladiator company origin. It wasn't my first choice. I was kind of thinking of doing is it Manslaver run? But I thought this would be a good short introduction to some of the new stuff, especially the arena, which is one of the facets of this update that I've been the most curious about, and I still feel like I haven't fully explored it yet. I just think that the limitations of this run are such that it would really make it so that a Let's Play like this would drag on and on, because we need so much more downtime for recovery. Oh, wow. Okay, the prices here are way better. What do they have? A good harvest? And the Mirage. Okay. Well, we're going to stock up on food. That puts us up to 6. 7. We'll be able to go up to 8. Can we get up to 9? We can. Tools here are well priced. We just bought 60, 80, 100, 20. Yeah, 40, 60. Let's just fill up. Why not? Why not? Get everything we need. There's a weaponsmith here and an alchemist. Prices here for weapons are quite good. That's a pretty cheap two-handed scimitar if we weren't already stacked in that department. There's an arena ready to go. Some decently priced grenades, which I'll buy a couple of. I want to be fully stocked. Whenever I want them, I want to have them. I don't want to go into a fight where I'm like, damn, I wish I had some fire pots. They could really turn the tide, and I just don't have any. I'd feel pretty dumb. They have 2 contracts for us, but before we do anything, I definitely want to go into the arena. 5 serpents. I accept. Who do we send? We could, of course, send, as we have, our bros who are quite good at dealing with the arena. Or we can try some different stuff. Grand Loser might be just fine. Make sure we just put them together. And I like Asgot, too, here. I think he'll do great. Yeah, that's my 3. Let's try it. Just 3 absolute brawlers with some pretty dangerous weapons. I feel like they'll be able to do good work against the snakes. We're going to back up 1. I think that seems to be like the distance. So they'll jump in. They shouldn't be able to grab me, I hope. And then we'll be able to jump in and maybe get an attack or 2 off. I think that's the play. See what they do. I think these 2 will jump in further. Or no. Okay. They give me 1 target. And we whiff with our chance. Yeah, let's just hit them hard. They didn't give me any AoE opportunities. That's alright. Let's see where we end up. No doubt they're going to grab me and bite me. They've got us separated. But they weren't really able to hit me. Alright, that was pretty pitiful. Unfortunate. Let's pair up here. He's going to die to his bleed. He's got triple bleed from a Cleaver Master. So he's dead. He's super dead. Oh, wow. He survived. Okay, line shot. Into a regular hit. Let's pair up again. Can you stun these things? You can. Makes sense that you can. I just wasn't sure. I don't know if you can stun a Lindworm. You know, that's something I've never tried. Oh, wow. The decapitated snake. That's a new one. Landed another stun. So, ended up being an easy fight. I'm curious if we'll finally get our stripes, our arena... not veteran, but the next tier below it. Victory. Nah, they're still just pit fighters. Oh well. Let's just make sure they get their stuff back. Muldoon needed his necklace. And then I think we're just low on dogs and stuff right now. We don't really have the necklaces. That's alright. Let's see what these contracts are. They want me to travel. No, thank you. Huh. A vizier by the name of Rasil ibn Nusa, the master astrologer, greets you. Though all the grace in the meeting is entirely invested into the bureaucratic side of the discussion. Crowdling, Ifrits stalked the sands, finally. I was hoping today. I don't know if today is going to be our last episode. I was thinking probably one more after this. But I definitely wanted to fight a large Ifrit group with this company. And I think we're going to be able to do it now. Ifrit stalked the sands. Your services have been summoned to help deal with it. If you do not agree to the compensation, then we shall summon ourselves another in your stead. Hunting a mirage in the desert. What is not to like? And let's see if they can pay us more. Wow, that last jump was almost 400 crowns. So we will accept. And we will hunt it down. And yeah, we'll get paid quite a bit for this. It'll make up for all the supplies we bought. I don't see any footprints. But maybe there aren't any. Richter enters your tent with hat in hand. The rim of it turns round and round in his fingers as though he were plucking feathers from it. Even though you haven't said a word, the man's head nods furiously and his eyes jet around as if looking for the words to say. You put your quill pen down and ask what the issue is. Licking his lips, he nods again and begins to explain his predicament. The words come fast, but the general gist of it seems to be that a local witch has cursed the man to be incapable of some sexual export, as it were. You shake your head and ask, what is it that the witch wants? And Richter says 400 crowns, lest the curse be on him for life. So we've done this before where we tell him no. Let's see what happens if we do it. If it must be, go take care of it. Here are the crowns. Thumb and finger pinching your eyes shut. You wonder if maybe this wasn't the life for you. Killing's easy, but this? Whatever. You throw your hands up and get out of your chair to retrieve a satchel of crowns. The superstitious man totters up on the tips of his toes. Please count it out. It mustn't be a crown short. You begrudgingly set the satchel on the table and begin counting. Once the appropriate number is had, you shuffle it into a purse and toss it to Richter. He bows, thanking you in your mercy. You wave the man off to quickly get him out of your tent, the things I put up with. So he gets euphoric, which I don't really care about. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to translate into real value for me. Is this what I need to be chasing? It looks like a pretty small group. You come across a well in the desert. A man offers you a few buckets of refreshment, remarking that the water below is unending. With not a single farm in sight, you've reason to believe there's enough water below to slake one's thirst for all time. The man does seem to sense you've other purpose in these parts, though. I take it it's the Ifrits you seek, is it not? Nodding, you ask him how he knew that. He grins. 'Cause I've seen them, and what they've done, and I believed it would only be a short time until a professional army or slave of the crown would come along to resolve their disputes. The Ifrit is a monster of vengeance, and it will only succumb to that which ushered it out of the earth. Cruelty. Finishing your drink, you thank the stranger for his words and continue on. Watch where you step. Interesting. I was kind of curious with what kind of backstory they would give the Ifrit. 24. Now, we know that they come in their little baby forms. They merge together into medium forms and then into large forms. But as they use their projectiles, their throwing forms, they're basically throwing their little guys at you. It's going to be very interesting. The rhythm of this fight is kind of... I don't know it yet, you know. Handguns, will they be good? I think so, just because there's 24 of them. But I can also see crossbows being the way here. You find the Ifrit holding a distended sense of an arm down toward the earth. Sand blows out of the arm and the grains press a dead body into the desert. The force ripping away the clothes and then peppering open the flesh. Then is stripped to the bone entirely. And when the Ifrit is done, it turns to you and ferociously growls. Charge. Alright. I feel like I'm walking into a scrat fight, which is normally a fight where you die. So, yeah, wish me luck, guys. I feel like my fire pot will be absolutely useless here. I feel like they're probably invulnerable to fire. I think the sounds I hear are them shifting into much, much larger Ifrits. Wow, look at that. It's awesome to see their numbers drop, too. If they have odd numbers... Interesting. Well, that sucked. Let's wait here. I feel like I'm falling into a trap. I don't really want to step in. I don't like that I stepped in with Grand Loser. I would not do that again. If given the opportunity. Alright, some pretty big whiffs there. I may just bring this whole flank up. And I'm going to bring Striker down. He's got Lone Wolf active now. He may draw a lot of fire for us. Let's see how that works. We haven't really had a chance to play with him as such. And then we've got sort of a core here. And then we'll see what this group can do. They've got a tough dude defensively with a shield on the flank. And then maybe these two can go around and make some moves. I don't know. That might be a little optimistic, but... it's my idea. For good or bad. Although a hit there I felt like was pretty sweet. Alright, not a ton of damage from the little boys. I'm hoping that the big guys come up the center and try to throw their junk at me. Nope, not going in. Not going in at all. Interesting. Are they falling back to make even bigger ones? I think they are. I think they're making the giants. Wow, okay. Now I really wish I had the crossbows. But one thing I don't know about them is whether or not when they form up... we're going to shield wall. Whether or not when they form up, if they heal. When they take the little pieces into themselves, do they retain the damage, the HP loss that they've had? I don't know. It's an important question. Because it determines whether or not I go for certain attacks, when otherwise I might not. I'm going to wait here. We're essentially picking off what looks to be 3 of them for nothing. And they threw this guy, but it looks like they missed. I mean, that's excellent. And I think we have a chance to lock them down. And prevent them from reforming. Go for the 95 there. Oh, that's a big boy. Holy crap, that hurt. Okay, we're gonna go in. I'm a little concerned. Nice. Good hit there from Buck. Really solid. Step this way. Alright, I'll take what I can get. Did we lose Lone Wolf? Am I too close? Ah, I should have stepped one out. Alright, that was my mistake. Probably won't mean anything, but maybe it will. I'm hoping these guys don't merge. Damn. So yeah, they healed. I mean, I guess we answered our question. This makes them so much scarier. See what we can do. We kind of... do we even want to attack them? In this state? I think the thing is, wait for them to be singles, and then you attack them. With my luck, I'm just going to massacre Kane. And I don't want to do that. Alright, see what they do. Holy crap. Okay. Crazy interesting. Yeah, I don't feel like I have a lot of control. I guess that's what it comes down to. I feel like I'm getting played. Like, I put a lot of damage into this guy, but if I don't kill him... yeah, I don't want to do that either. Go for this. I think this is better. I shouldn't have reloaded. If I don't kill him... okay, we'll take the shot. What happens? He's just going to heal up completely, I think. Well, we should be faster here on Kane, at the very least, and it looks like maybe we're not. And if we kill him, he just splits into two, I think. One dies and the other two are fine. I think we trapped him, so it's like we killed two of them, maybe? Good hits. Alright, they formed into a big boy, but they left the injured guy alone, which we're happy with. This is so neat. What a unique enemy. I'm thinking here, though, we do something like this. They obviously have ranged attacks. I'm not quite sure yet what their melee deal is. They've got some sort of crazy explosive melee attack I need to be aware of, because I'm surrounding them, you know? Let's get into melee range here. I'm okay with that. I like being able to hit multiple dudes. I could drop a dog as a distraction. That seems worth... Huh. Alright, good armor damage, but that's kind of not why we have Kane. Alright, we're going to switch out. War Scythe it is. We took out all the armor, but, like, it doesn't feel that productive. Let's go for a round swing. I want to kill him. Very good. Focus the little boys. Do they have zone of control? They do. Holy crap. That was a rough lesson to learn. I'm glad I know that now, but... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, we're in a little bit of trouble. Some of them need to go down, like, now. So we can rotate. Who took that hit? Zahiri. Yeah, Zahiri needs some help. And then a stupid move from me. But I felt like I had to test it. I could have tested it on a little guy. That would have been prudent. Alright, excellent. We'll put Buck in harm's way, I suppose. That was a rough miss, because we can definitely get this guy. We'll step in, go for the line shot. Alright, go team. Alright, he went for melee. We've almost got him to split. Yeah, I kind of not thrilled about Asgard here. Maybe we'll bring him over to this fight. You just keep running, Zahiri. You're good. Grand Loser's not in great shape either. The thing is, like, do I need them? That's what I'm asking myself. Try and inch our polearms a little bit closer to the main fight. Striker's done great this battle. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. We'll see what they do. We've got them tied down in melee, though. If they split up at all, what the deal is. Alright, rough miss. Alright, we broke that party up. Let's go for the big damage on the little guy. I'm going to shield wall and step in. You'll pass. Just try and get kills. It's all about numbers. If we can just prevent them from forming new big guys. We've just got a few brothers that are a little too hurt for me to feel super comfortable. But this has been a fun fight, and I don't feel like a fight that feels unfair either. Sometimes when you fight, especially the Scrat, those battles feel just kind of horrible. You ask yourself, like, what could I have possibly done? Shield bros, like, I mean, there's strategies, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the fight is unbalanced. It's just, you have to know that you're going into a fight where gears and levels are way more important than maybe they otherwise would be. There's only so much strategy you can employ. Just kind of like that Chosen fight in yesterday's episode. There was only so much strategy we could employ when, you know, any 2 hits from any of the weapons on the battlefield could end us. But I'm happy. I mean, this is our biggest Ifrit fight. I think we maneuvered it fairly well. I kind of like what we did. I feel like we pulled them a little bit in different directions. We got some of the stragglers and picked them off. But what probably could have been a very dangerous fight ended up being not so dangerous. And look at all the sulfurous rocks. They're worth 2 grand. An offensive stench is emitted by these brittle rocks, which are prized highly by alchemists. And then glittering rocks, which are worth 500, but they're not crafting ingredients. So among the scattered rocks that remain of a defeated Ifrit, sometimes a rock shimmering with gold can be found. It makes for a valuable trophy. And as we know, they've made it so that these types of items are sold at a higher price, or a higher premium. The battle is over, but the Ifrits do not depart entirely. The sands which made their bodies bubble and the stones which frame their bodies shift and tremble angrily. You can hear the hiss, not of some monstrosity at all, but what is clearly the sound of humans. They hiss, the sound right at your ears. You twist around to find nothing. They hiss behind you again, and this time when you turn around the noise is gone and the sands are still and the stones, earth, bidden as they should be. The beasts are slain and possibly whatever inhabited them too. It is time to return to Rasil, the master astrologer, and get paid. Very lucrative contract for us. We didn't have to go very far. We didn't take a ton of damage. I mean, I guess we did. We took a lot of armor damage. But our brothers should be good to fight pretty damn soon. Alright. You return to find the vizier face down on a couch. A number of old men are knuckling his back and rubbing his feet. Across the room a woman fans herself. She is entirely naked and her eyes never leave the vizier's nor hers. The man talks almost as if you are not even in the room at all. Servants, hand the crownling the purple purse with black thread. Crownling, you have done well in handling the spirits of the sands, these so-called Ifrits. It was my gold which ushered you into these deserts and my gold which rewarded you. So let the scribes know that it is my gold which has settled this issue truly, and that the tool, this crownling, was paid fairly. A servant stabs a purple sack into your arms. The vizier groans as an old man plants an elbow right into his ass crack. Need I tell you to depart, crownling? So they no longer have mirage sightings, which I'm not really even sure what's the negative of that. If it was affecting trade or something similar. But yeah. Well-earned crowns for us. We'll probably buy another stack of tools, the last one that they have available here. And we will certainly be selling other things as well. We're going to go to the alchemist. We're going to certainly sell the glittering rocks. There's no reason whatsoever to hold them. And we're going to visit the alchemist and see... Oh, wait. Not the alchemist, I suppose. We need to visit the taxidermist and see... I think I've been saying alchemist. We need to go to the taxidermist and see if there's anything we can make with that. I'm sure it's useful in recipes to make fire pots or something like that. Stun grenades, you know, whatever the case may be. We've got another arena for our trouble, which is cool. 4 nomads, I accept. We'll knock that out too. And then we're going to head over to the other southern city and see. I know they have a taxidermist, so we'll see what they can do for us. Modun got a level, which is great. He is not quite a lone wolf. I don't want to settle on him being a greatsword user, even though he's a pretty good one at this point. He could be another lone wolf, bro. I'm going to go for Killing Frenzy, I do believe. Nice 4 roll and melee skill. Very good. A nice 3 there. And I'm going to take a 3 in maximum fatigue as well. So pretty decent rolls. And we need to see who's going to fight for us in this battle, because we do have plenty of damage. We could do something like Mudun, Striker, and Ozymandias. That could be interesting. It's 4 Nomads, so the handgun might be good. The crossbow might be good. I mean, we could figure something out. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. Alright, guys. Wish me luck. Ozymandias also has some experience as a pit fighter. This could be a very easy fight. Could be a difficult one. Let's back up a little. There's no attacks for me to achieve here this turn. Step in. There we go. And we'll see how they move. There we go. I need them to be 1 space away in order for me to step in and get the initial attack. So like here, check this out. That was worth waiting for. Nice. And they even had a shield wall they were trying to put up. But now, pretty dismantled. We may take a hit from this. Alright, he went for the sand instead. Alright, this might hurt. Oh, thank goodness. Even the mallet, even the lowest tier hammer, against a 155 armor that's already damaged. Still not something I want to take. I'm going to try to get him away from me before. I'm much more worried about the hammer than I am about the mace. And just like that, I mean, this battle's pretty fairly won. He went for the double stun and whiffed. Poor man. And we could step in here for a better surround. Not necessary. These two guys have such high melee skill. I was about to say, any next hit should be sufficing. Well done. A bloody spectacle indeed, and for our trouble, we get paid handsomely. Re-equip. Want to make sure that goes there. You get your necklace. And you get your trophy. Very good, guys. We're doing it. And this is the type of money you can buy fame stuff with. Just pointing that out. Not saying we can do it. Or we should do it, rather. We probably could. But I don't think we should. If we come across like a famed weapon that's like 9 grand or something like that, we should probably hold off on that. And with no other contracts, it's time to travel to Ras Sanan. If I come across an interesting fight in the desert, we'll certainly take it. I should have probably bought all the trading goods from Karakan and then bought all the trading goods from Ras Sanan and maybe even bought all the trading goods from Hikmah, even at terrible prices, just to try and forward our buying and selling of trading goods. Definitely should have done it from Karakan, and we'll almost certainly do it from Ras Sanan. May have been snakes, hyenas out here in the wilderness. I hear snake rattles going off pretty constantly. Rattlesnake sounds. They also have an armorer here. And we've been talking about getting better armor for a while now. And this could be a good opportunity. I would love it if it was some sweet southern armor, you know? See what contracts they have. We're going to have to wait till daytime to visit the shops, but we can still peruse these. Just a day to the northeast. That's not bad. That could be a way for us to get out of here. Okay. I'll need some time to think about that, of course. And let's see what the tough one is. Collection of beasts are harvesting the locals. Okay. Let's talk about the payment. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was another like 400 crowns in addition. The negotiator is decent, guys. Some people were kind of hating on my negotiator choice, and I understand the reasons why, and I think I articulated them very well. However, I still think the negotiator was not a bad choice. And I think if I was going to switch someone out, it may even be, let's see, the camp followers. It may even be the scavenger at some point. For the long game. Because once you get to a point where money is no object, this kind of doesn't matter anymore. Sort of the same thing for the cartographer. I could see kind of changing them out. Although these guys generate, I mean, they all three generate sort of infinite money. And the bounty hunter has his uses. He hasn't, you know, proven it yet. But he certainly does. Alright, for 2,500 crowns, let's see what we're up against. I'm expecting hyenas, honestly. 18 exers, okay. That I was not expecting. And we still have injuries, although we are not, in fact, damaged. I see 3, 4, 5, 6 fat boys. This fight is way more dangerous than it may at first appear. Stratagems will need to be used. We're gonna keep it tight. I think I like this position. I don't know if Mudun is the exact one to take it. Alright. I think, have they all moved? I want them to get in, yeah, okay. I want them all to get in position before I do anything. And you know what? I think this is dumb. When they have 6 of the tier 3 Nagzurhers, we should probably tuck it in. That way, if he gets eaten, we have a better chance of saving him. This is a scarier fight. But I think we can cause morale breaks once we start slaughtering them. They don't have very many low tier guys. I'm counting 3, 4 right now. This is one of the stronger Nagzura groups I think I've ever fought. I know I've fought bigger numbers, but I don't know if I've seen 6 tier 3 right off the bat. That's striking to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Spread the damage around a little bit. Let's give them another bit of time to step in. Yeah, I'll go right here. Being very careful not to misclick. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. And I'll take the kill for the freak out. And I'm going to step in here, and I'm also going to try to cover... Let's see where they move. I'm expecting a little guy to come up here, and that's exactly what I got. And if we kill the little guy... I'm not going to kill one of them without stepping on the corpse. That's not happening. But I think I can take this high ground from them with Striker. And yeah, they're rotating north. Interesting. Something about this is freaking them out. I think that was worth the fire pot. Time will tell if that's the case. Huh. I could push forward to try and lock them into the fire. I don't like that, though. I feel like the smart play is still to make them come to me. Brutal. I'm going to step in here. I'm going to shield wall also. Spreading the damage around. I don't want to create corpses I can't step on. Nice. Happy to see them stepping into the fire. Alright, that was pretty crappy. I don't know what my odds were there. I just took them. 280s is what I missed. Brutal. I could re-equip another fire pot. Ooh, who did he eat? Brown and Sir Asgot. Alright, we gotta get him out of there. Of course. We've done a lot of groundwork, though. My hill. This is what I kind of planned from the beginning. I saw the sequence, and I think I was pretty damn spot on here. Alright. I do not, of course, like I can't shoot in melee like that. I don't, of course, like that Asgot is in the spot that he's in. I think I'm still going to shoot, though. Yeah, and for our trouble, we take out the last guy. Huh. I may just wait. Good hit. Go for a stun there. See if we can get at least one hit off of that. And then switch over now. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys start to want to run away. This fight has become a little bit freaky for them. And if not, I'm good with that too. The fire dissipates right on time for us. Expected that. We should be able to get him out of there with Muldoon, though. There we go. Freak him out, man. Switch it up. Well done. Well done. Alright, we could have used that hit for sure. Some of our brothers are not too happy because they've been inside of monsters. Understandable. He's trying to run away, which we cannot allow. Because he's got a brother inside of him. So he's going to die to his bleed, which is great. The odds of him getting away from 4 brothers is pretty much 0. They're trying to flank around here, but they're just going to end up fighting Striker. Alright. There we go. Just get some of our firepower back. Feels good. All running. Going for that beautiful swing. Nice. Reach advantage is now applied. And I'm seeing several of them with the ability to grow. We gotta stop that. But I'm going to go for those kills. I'm going to go for those kills while I have the chance. This one's probably going to grow. This one's probably going to grow. He should be dead. Yeah, okay. And let's get more of our assets. The bottom of the fight, where we need them. Anyone who can still move and hasn't needs to do so. There we go. We expect these two to grow. There we go. And he's confident, which is dangerous. We need to dissuade him of his confidence, if we can. That's a word I don't get to use very often. Trying to show off my fancy book learning. Alright, he wants to run. He's still in it to win it. Good hits. Good bleed. Nice. Good job, Striker. His confidence is gone. Kane gave him the business. This was a surprisingly complex fight in a lot of different ways. I think if I had taken this fight as a novice Battle Brothers player, this could have gone wrong all kinds of different ways. And I'm not saying I did it perfectly, because there's always room for improvement. But for real, this was not a super simple fight. Certain compositions could have had trouble with this. If we were just a little bit less geared, maybe, in terms of our weaponry. Could have been rough. And Striker gets a level. Very cool. And we get the growth pearls and a lot of the other crafting ingredients, which is great because we're at a taxidermist. Let's go ahead and head back. And just a nice, easy payday for us. We already couldn't shop. I mean, we were just sitting here going to be doing nothing for half a day. So we were able to make money off of that. Excellent. And now let's visit the taxidermist. Fire pots! Hell yeah, we can make fire pots. And a Nagzur trophy necklace. Anything else? Well, I definitely want to make one of those. That's pretty cool. How much do these sell for? Wow, they're like gold. Holy crap. I mean, it seems worth it. It seems worth it, I'm going to say this, to craft them if you need them. Right? I've got 3 of them already, so now I'm looking at them and I'm like, I just want to sell this. Right? Like, I'm not wrong, right? It's nice to know that I can get good money for them. Oh, wow. I just made 3 trophy necklaces? That is great. For our brothers who really need that morale boost, like Buck. Yeah, we can even use it on Richter as well. That's nice. See who's struggling. Zahiri's sort of struggling. Yeah, you take this, Zahiri. And someone else can have a dog. Yeah, Sir Ascot can have a dog. That makes sense to me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we made 1 fire pot just to unlock the recipe. But other than that, I kind of would like to make some poison oil as well. I know a lot of you out there, especially Mr. Blue, someone I talk to a lot in the comment section. He's a huge proponent. He's a big user of the poison. And I am as well in the right conditions. But I just find that I'm just not... I don't know. I wish... Let's see. Let's craft. Let's craft 2 of them. I could see them being amazing in the arena to help you win a battle that you just can't win. I could see it being... Let's make another one of these. Another 2. I could see it being amazing in the arena, and I could also see it being amazing in certain other fights. Especially the one where it's the Irajok battle, where you have to 1v1 a Chosen. And the rest of these I'm going to sell. Man, I'm going to be hunting Ifrits from now on. Those dudes, they pay well. They pay very well indeed. Let's get some rice, get up to 7 days, get some dates. 8, 9. Get some extra tools. And the prices here are so bad to buy. And I don't understand why. But we might end up kind of calling it here. I was hoping they would have some better gear. This is a great helmet. This is a 290. It's a really good helmet. But helmets is not really where we're suffering. We're suffering because we need more armor. And I think I'm just going to buy the scale armor. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's a good piece. I'm tempted to give it... We've got one on Brown right now. The exact same piece. I think we give it to Muldoon as someone who's going to be in a very vulnerable position a lot of the time. And he's got good initiative. I'm happy just giving this to him. It's going to, you know, increase his durability somewhat, but also giving him pretty solid initiative. That's not useless for him. Let's take the 1 melee defense. The 1 fatigue. And I'll take 1 in range defense. I don't know if it pays too much to go over 100 melee skill. It may sometimes. May not others. And there you go. You made it to the big leagues, buddy. Richter finally got some Gladiator armor. Yeah, I mean, these helmets are great. They're 255s, don't get me wrong. Which is just straight up upgrades over our Gladiator helmets. But it's such a small upgrade. I'm way more into finding armor for myself. I'm going to buy this mail patch for the next bit of armor that I get. Let's take this contract. I don't know why it's 2 skull. Maybe they're anticipating something going to get me. But I can't even see this place. It's way over here. Ah, forgot. Trade goods. Let's buy those trade goods. Even though they're poorly priced, I still think we should do it. It sucks. There's no way they're going to give me the amount of money that I need to make money off of this. In places that don't even like me. They're threatening over here, actually. But once we do this, guys, that'll be the end of today's episode. And I'll hope you have enjoyed it. I would look forward to perhaps one more solid episode. Maybe we'll take this fight at the beginning of the next one. But guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.